Q102.
And I'm Jason with Brown Derby.
This is Drinking 101, Game of Thrones style.
That's right, winter's coming.
That means I should probably be topless. I'm kidding. But there's a lot of topless women in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and that's disappointing to me because I've never watched the show. So.
It's disappointing to me that you've never watched the show. I mean, you don't need to watch it for the plot. You can watch it for the boobies.
Yeah. Well, I will start. I'm going on vacation next week. I will start binging.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, I've actually, full disclosure, I have the first 4 seasons on Blu-ray. If you have to watch it.
You really?
We've been selling the Game of Thrones beer for several years now. And my understanding is this weekend is the Game of Thrones premiere.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're just tuning in, it might have already premiered,
right.
But we'll be in the season here pretty soon.
That's right. So you can't watch Game of Thrones without your Game of Thrones wine and beer. And this is actually the first time they've actually done wine. In the past, they've done
well, it's
only
about
beer
time.
releases. So
I mean, Cersei is always drunk on wine.
I don't know who that is.
That's all she does is drink wine. She's like.
It sounds like my kind of show.
She's diabolical and she drinks wine. That's all she does.
Is she topless when she does it?
Sometimes.
Oh, then yeah.
Sometimes.
I need to be watching. Yeah.
I just basically nailed that character. I'm not literally, but I mean.
But
that's who she is.
It's funny because people that watch shows like this, and I'll include Walking Dead and those types of shows, when the premieres are coming, we know they're kind of coming in because the customers will start asking for things that partake with the show.
Wait a minute, is there a Walking Dead? I mean, I know there's like zombie.
There's zombie vodka.
Yeah.
And so if you look at our zombie apocalypse vodka sales, they spike.
Wow.
2 weeks out prior to the Walking Dead season premiere. Game of Thrones beer. You know when the Game of Thrones is coming up because the beer is launched and customers will start calling. Hey, do you have the beer? Do you have the new release? And this year, people were going after the wine. So
amazing.
Yeah. And the beauty of this is you've heard us talk about on the show for a long time now. These aren't really gimmicks. This is actually pretty good stuff that they're putting in bottles now. They're not just trying to cash in, so to speak.
Well, I think if you make it gimmicky, people are going to call you out.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're right. I think the fan base is smart enough to go, okay, wait a minute, this is just a gimmick. But,
yeah.
But I mean, you're a Chardonnay fan. This is a $20 Chardonnay. Is that any good?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So.
I can drink that on a non-Game of Thrones night.
Yeah, that actually is really good. That's the first time I've had it. I get a lot of pineapple. That's really good. That's light. Yeah.
Wow.
That's actually, if you put any other label on that, that's a great Chardonnay, period.
Who do you think HBO approached and was like, we need a Game of Thrones wine? Because somebody obviously is making it and then putting the label on it.
So I'm gonna say a name, Bob Carball. He's a winemaker. He's a winemaker in Sonoma, has been for probably 20 to 30 years. He used to make Pinot Noir with Williams Salem Sonoma Winery. He's since gone off on his own, and he started another winery called Three Sticks. And my guess is HBO, or maybe, so sometimes people who are huge fans that have means and influence will approach them and say, hey, you know what? I love Game of Thrones. I know you do beers. Why don't you let me do a wine?
Got it.
I'm not saying that's how it went, but I'm saying that it could have went that way.
That's cool.
Or them approaching him, hey, we heard you're a Game of Thrones fan. Would you mind making us some wine? And him going, yeah, that'd be really cool.
And me being a wino, I did not approach him and go, hey, by the way.
Yeah. So beer is what they started doing first, and I know people are probably collecting these and never opening them, and they take them to Comic-Con to probably be signed and all sorts of
Smells
stuff.
hoppy.
But this is a hoppy wheat ale.
Yes, it is. You can already smell it.
Every year it's a different beer. It's been a variety of different things, but
I feel like
it is hoppy.
Hoppy beer people would love this beer because it is.
Well, it's made by a very good brewery, Omegon, out of New York. They actually own Boulevard here in Missouri. They're a Belgian-style brewery, and they're famous for making great Belgian-style beers. So, again, not mailing it in, high quality, not a gimmick, just good stuff.
Cool.
Probably should have drank this after this next time.
I was kind of thinking that, but I don't question Jason.
You should start questioning.
You know what? That's what I told the producer. Start calling me out.
That would be good for the show. You're an idiot. Why are we doing it this way? So they have a red blend and then they have a Cabernet. The red blend is priced like the Chardonnay at 20 bucks. And then the Cabernet is high end. It's about 50 bucks a bottle. So I don't know that you're going to be breaking that out for your Game of Thrones premiere party. But maybe you do like I do and you open one bottle and you keep it behind that nobody else sees and you just kind of drink it yourself, or you share it with, you know, your closest friends.
You being all sneaky.
Yeah, that's
pouring your friends the cheap wine while you drink the expensive stuff in the back.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
Nice. This is also a good gift though for Game of Thrones fan.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a high-end bottle. It's something cool. It's something they can brag about. Maybe not crack open. You know, I have a bottle of Judith at my house that I haven't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
From Caduceus Cellars.
That is a great wine.
Eventually, I am going to open it, but it's going to have to be a special occasion, or I'm just going to have to be really pissed off at life. It's going to be a special occasion.
Yeah. So this actually is sourced out of Paso Robles. This is Central Coast, and this is Napa Valley. So if you looked at it, basically Napa Valley at the top, Central Coast in the middle, and Paso Robles at the bottom. So coming from Paso Robles, this is going to be Zinfandel Syrah, Petit Syrah kind of style wine.
Okay. So what is this one right here? We didn't really. Is this another?
It's a
beer?
Belgian Golden Ale with honey.
Oh, is it this one?
No, this is a hoppy ale. So this is a darker beer. This is a lighter beer, hop beer. This is a Golden Ale with honey. It's going to be on the sweeter side. So,
I like the.
yeah, little cork and cage,
really cool.
and these are, I believe, about $8.50 a bottle. But here you go. Game of Thrones coming up. Winter is, what do they say? Winter's coming?
Winter is coming.
Winter's coming.
I think it's here now.
It is here.
And there's boobies. So.
I will be watching. I'm on vacation. I will be watching.
There's going to be a keyword for you to win a prize from Q102.
I think keyword should be boobies.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah. I know. We've been working
It's
together for
probably
a
gonna be
long
boobies.
time.
All right.
She's going to pick boobies.
Drinking 101, Brown Derby, Q102.
Cheers.
Cheers.